Hello. Hi. And hello to everybody out there. We are pretty excited to do our first live event for
Yay.
Oriac.
Yay.
So I want to introduce myself, and then I'm going to let my amazing team introduce themselves. My name is Marlo Steenman. I'm the artistic director for Oriac. I am extremely excited to be doing this and also to really share some things with everybody and have like a really unplugged, open conversation. Like, we are hairdressers, you guys. So let's have some fun. I've poured my wine, and I think everybody has a cocktail. So this is happy hour. So Tony, please introduce yourself.
Okay, great. Hi, guys. I'm Tony Ricci. I'm part of the design team here, doing the creative work with Marlo and the rest of the team. I got my wine here, so I'm here to answer any questions you guys may have, and hope I can answer them for you guys. I'm looking for a good time.
Go ahead, Katie.
Go ahead, Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I am a part of the artistic team as well. I'm really excited to be here. I've never done a live before, so this will be fun.
Yay. Okay, Eager Beaver. It's your turn.
Hi, I'm Tristyn Feist in Calgary reporting live. So I'm super pumped to be here. This is my first live as well, part of the artistic team. Any questions you have, hopefully we can answer and connect with you guys. Thanks for sharing this time with us.
So let's get kind of started a little bit about what we kind of banter about here in the studio or in the salon. And I know, as hairdressers coming off of a really tough 2 years, I think one of the things we've discovered is we're trying to find balance and happiness, with what we do. So Katie, I know you're also a salon owner. Tony is as well. But what do you do? Because, you tell hairdressers to find balance and happiness, and we're like, really? How?
Yeah. Oh, balance and happiness.
Ah.
It's just for my job. I do love it. Balance, I'm not good at, but I'm trying. Really just not making it your whole life, even though it's really easy to do. So that's, as a salon owner, it's really hard to separate yourself from that whole thing. I think my dog has been my biggest help to find some kind of life balance.
The dog becomes a special needs dog. It needs,
she's an emotional support animal now.
Yeah.
But I think really, it's just finding something that takes you away, which is hard to do in our job. Our job takes over so much because we take on the emotional side of all of our clients as well. So usually for me, it's just quiet. It's what I need the most, whether that be physical activity, going for walks. It's been my saving grace through the whole thing.
Well, I mean, we were talking about this, and we've talked about this before. And I remember when I met my husband, he said, "What's your hobby?" And I'm like, hair. Right, Tony? Like,
Yeah,
Tony
hair.
was in golf because he'd rather spend 10 hours in a studio.
Yeah.
So I think that, finding balance, it is, I think, the toughest. But Tristyn, I know that what you've done, you've said that you've just taken that extra day off every second week, or, you're trying to, share with us how that's actually working for you.
Well, what I have started doing just just kind of as recovery from the pandemic kind of comes, is taking off an extra day a week. And usually I will incorporate hair in some way into that, but it's just different than the service part of it, like the service industry part, right? Like taking care of my clients and my guests who I adore genuinely. But being on a part of an artistic team such as Oriac, such as Artego, this gives me a chance to kind of be a hairdresser and bend my creativity and exercise that. And to me, that is very relaxing and zen-like, because it's what I love to do. So that is kind of my balance.
I think that's part of being a hairdresser. You really do have to love it because you're in it. You can't be a part-time hairdresser in the mental state of it all. But I think that those are, I know that we find a lot of stylists just trying to find the balance, but I do think that this is the first time I've seen hairdressers actually take a lunch break. And, Tony, as a salon owner, you've said that, the young are teaching you to slow down actually and take a lunch break.
Yeah, that's the key. I think for us, for me anyway, I'm so old school that I was taught that you eat, sleep, drink, hair, and that's all you do. But I found that having young people in my salon have taught me balance, because they're not so in debt of being a hairdresser. They still want to be a hairdresser. They still want to create, but they're not going to give it, all that they want, because they still want to have. I'm having people take Saturdays off. Or working every second Saturday, where in my time there was no one took a Saturday off.
Yeah.
And like Marlo said, my receptionist books an hour off for lunch and gets someone to cover for her. And I have people all over. They put slots in, lunchtime, and they leave. And I think that's actually healthy too, because I think a lot of times, especially myself, I've done some pretty crappy haircuts because I've double booked myself and I'm on my 13th or 14th haircut, and I think that I can still do a good job. And I think that I failed there, because if I go back, I would do less and charge more.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't care who you are. When you're on your 12th and 13th haircut on the 5th day, like, you're burnt out. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that we have to change how we do things. And I think that clients themselves are asking for more from us. So I think we have to give more. And I think that we need to charge more and start making healthier incomes. And the only way we're going to do that is to do better work and charge more, and not charge more and do less.
I agree. Agreed. So you guys out there who are watching, I encourage you guys to definitely please ask us questions. We're here. No questions off the table. We're pretty unplugged, but we're just talking about certain events that, as stylists, where are we? And a lot of these questions that we have already sort of wanted to talk about are a lot of questions that hairdressers are asking us. And one of the questions really is what makes it so exciting is, as we know, through pandemic, we did a lot of online education, I did an online show. But now that we're able to go back to in-person education and events, Tristyn, how are you? Like, what's your feel about this? Because I know we're all huge on education, but I mean, to be back into a salon and to do some education, how does that feel?
Well, I'm so happy and excited. I really missed that. Just, I love even doing this live presentation right now, or unplugged type situation, but I want to be there. I want to be with you. And I don't know, I think we hairdressers are all fairly similar on that level, that we like to engage with each other and just absorb each other's energy. And I just, I'm so excited to be in person again. There's just nothing like it. Online learning is great if that's what we have, but there's nothing like being in person and doing it and being, learning by seeing and by doing.
Yes.
I think. Sorry, I'm going to jump in.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to jump in a lot. That's just me.
No.
But I think that the difference, honestly, between online learning and live is you get excited and you get motivated in a different manner that you can't get from a screen. There's things about a screen that I think are really good, because sometimes when I go to a live event, I talk too much and I don't take it all in and I forget. So on screen is nice because you can go back and see things that you missed out. So they both have a place, but I do think that we need to get out there and socialize and motivate and inspire each other on a live feed. That's just my opinion.
Well, and I think we feed off the people that we're with, like in the room. I know, Katie had an updo class, and it was a tough class because you want to see people's expressions. We've been taught as educators to read a room. And so part of going right, Katie, so kind of going back, you can see maybe the one hairdresser in the back slowly struggling, or the one that, gets it. And,
Yeah. And I find it's one of those things, and it really depends on the type of learner you are. Myself, learning online was really just not good for me at all. I don't learn well that way. I don't retain what I've watched. Whereas if you're there, you almost have an expectation from the person who's teaching it. There's just more.
Yeah.
It's more effective for, I think, a lot of hairstylists because we are very much touch, feel, do kind of people.
Oh my God.
And also getting out to, you know, a place like Mexico or Florida or something, and just taking it in and relaxing and just,
it's wonderful.
You know, it's again, having that balance is actually going out and
Absolutely.
being in the pool and talking with other hairdressers and enjoying all that.
Yeah, we're gonna let Oriac know we need to go to Mexico to learn.
Anytime.
Yeah, we need to learn in Mexico. I learned better in Mexico.
I learned the best in Mexico, actually.
I hope Dino's watching, because it's like we can only learn in Mexico. It's something in the heat and the sun in Mexico that I can only learn from.
The brain just thinks better.
Yeah, thanks, Katie.
There's something about sun, sand, and sangrias, you know? Sorry. Just saying. Oh my God.
I'm always wondering why when I come back from those things, I didn't learn nothing. But I don't know.
Were you sober long enough?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all hairdressers need. Oh my God.
Booze and sun.
Yeah. Sun, sangrias. Yeah, you're good to go.
But you know, the other thought that just popped in my head is another great thing about in-person learning is not just necessarily learning from the person facilitating or the people facilitating. As Katie knows, I mean, I always joke around and say that I sit next to Katie so I can absorb through osmosis.
We all sit next to Katie.
The way that Katie goes about doing hair or doing the technique that we're learning is, I learned so much from her, you know, just from watching. And so from watching the other hairdressers that you're surrounding yourself with, how they're doing it as well. Like,
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
And
it is definitely like that. Well, I know this, and I have to say, I was out in Toronto. I think, I can't even remember when. I'm not even going to be that person. It was Tuesday. No, it was Wednesday. No, it was
don't be that person.
I was out in Toronto at some point. I'm not going to be that person, but I want to be. But anyway, you know, I was talking to a lot of hairstylists out there, and you know, I was telling them the photo shoots and things that we've been kind of working on, and we're trying to, you know, get, and you know, a lot of them said, you know, how are you, like, how are you keeping your passion for it? And I was like, you know, and I think, Tony, you said it best. We don't always have the passion for it. Sometimes, you know, if you're a group of 4 and I walk in a room, or Katie walks into whoever, and you're feeling defeated that day, or, you know, whatever, I think the beauty of having a team and having that sandbox is somebody could start that sandcastle for you and then help to inspire you and pull it out. I think right now, feeling passion is really tough because we're trying to survive in the midst of the passion. But, you know, I think trying to find, like, look at your teammate and go, okay, I'm here. And your teammate goes, okay, I'm going to help you through this moment. And I know we've all, at some point, whether here or then, we've all done it for each other. Tony, I mean, I know you're also an award-winning stylist, and I know you're not always, you know, feeling it.
I think what's important, I mean, I've always been part of a manufacturer, part of a manufacturing team. And I think it's so important because the people that are on teams like us 4, which are on the team, are all there to help each other go to another level. We want to learn, and we want to learn from each other. And we want to help other people learn. That's why we're part of a team. And what I can say best is, I remember when Wayne Gretzky, I don't know if you guys know Wayne Gretzky, when he got traded to LA.
He's that big basketball player.
Well, Luke Robitaille was a rookie, and he said it best. He goes, when Wayne Gretzky tucks his shirt in, we tuck our shirt in. When he ties his skates tight, we tie our skates tight. And what that meant is that he elevates everybody else in the room, and that's what us 4 do to each other.
Yeah, I
So
like
it's important to be part of a team because I don't think you can do anything by yourself. And
no.
when I met Marlo, not that I met Marlo, but a year and a half ago when I joined the team, we were just coming out of COVID and we're like, what are we going to do? But we got together and we've come up with 3 or 4 great collections in this last year and a half. And I think it's just because we pushed each other to go to that level. And I'm really proud to be part of the team. And I think that's what you need. I think you need a team. So,
I totally agree. I love that, I want to share with you guys the biggest question I get, especially after, being, being an educator for manufacturers. I always get the number one question is, oh my God, what's the trend
Yeah.
for spring and summer? And what the best part is? I look at my clients and I go, really? You all want to look like Victoria's Secret models. Okay, so let's not even go there. But so that's always the number one question. But when I started with Oriac being the artistic director, a lot of my clients were like, oh, so what are you going to bring out for trends now? And I'm like, again, same thought, really? Are you going to go from this long, luscious Victoria's Secret to the Pixie because it's on trend? You're not.
No.
But one of the things I've always talked about, and you guys know this, and as a stylist, we know this. What's on trend right now? Think about it. I've always said this. What's on trend? Healthy hair. What's on trend? Shiny hair. What's on trend? And looking at the industry right now, all the industry right now, really the number one trend aside, I can tell you the wolf cut, I can tell you the Bixie, I can tell you those things. But I think the biggest trend that's changing the industry is clean products. Clean.
Yeah.
Environmentally friendly, biodegradable, healthy hair, shiny hair, whether you want to wear it long, you want to wear it short, that doesn't even matter anymore. As long as it's healthy, it's shiny, and you're not curling like little, spraying curls from the 80s. As long as we're not doing that, you're good to go. But I think shiny, healthy hair, but clean products is really what's coming in trend. And we're seeing that more and more as we are evolving as is an industry, and that's part of really why I'm so proud of, for example, Artego. Artego is clean. It's sustainable. It's biodegradable. And I know you guys all use it.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's something to be said that we are also a part of really, it's eco-conscious. We stand behind it. For example, our Beauty Fusion. It's vegan. It's 97% biodegradable. It's a 4-in-1 or a 3-in-1, however you want to look at it. And I know you guys are using it. And Katie, I know specifically, and actually, Tony, you're also actually, all 3 of you are on the Enviro Trend Earth. I can't remember the
Green
name.
circle?
I've had too much wine.
No.
And I'm 50. It's a green circle. And
Green
I know
circle.
Yeah.
Green circle.
Green circle.
Yes.
It's too much vino, but I think that you guys have said, and I know, Katie, you really do source out quite extensively on a lot of your products, but and I know that Beauty Fusion, because you had approached me about it because of the sustainability, all those things. How is that working for you?
Yeah, it's probably one of the number one questions we get now as stylists and salon owners is, what are you using and why? And we stand behind what we're using to try and make our industry more environmentally friendly, because we've always been an extremely hard industry on the environment that way. So the Beauty Fusion was huge for us because it opened a lot more doors that really no other color line on the market does. Being able to have a small color line that does all of it, permanent, semi, you name it, it does it. But it's also a small line for your salon to carry, so it's not a massive investment. So for us to bring that in and have that available for those clients that are super, world conscious and trying to make the world better, and us not making a giant hole in it.
Yeah.
Our industry is really, it's hard on it. It's, even what goes down the sink, we don't think what goes down the sink. But if we can, in good conscience say that what is going down the sink is not hurting anything, we've had clients really, really impressed with us taking the time to source that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I know we actually have a question from Elsie from Nova Scotia. The question is, you mentioned healthy and shiny hair. Are there any go-to products that you can suggest for the summer heat? Ooh. I actually think I might have it right here. Ooh. I can't find it. But yes, we do. We do have. It's somewhere because I'm in my studio right now, so I'm looking for it. I've got Valeria looking. We have a thermo shimmer, which is a 2-phase from Artego. It's from our touch line. Actually, if you guys, Tristyn, I know that you're huge, very big on. Val, it's right there, right there. I'm gonna show it to you, right there on the other one. Right, yeah. Thank you. So our thermo shimmer right here. And I'm not trying to over promote, but you asked. So this here is a 2-phase, and it gives you heat protection. It's illuminating. It's also a paraffin free. It's got Vento green walnut, and it's a phyto complex. This is like all you need for the summer. This is everything. I mean, I think as our skin suffers, our hair suffers as well. But I always say the base of beautiful hair, if you're somebody who's coloring her hair, is working with a color line that is going to be the base of that health, that shine, that, giving you everything you need. And that's always in fashion.
I just want to pop in and say that the other great thing that I love about the Beauty Fusion and the Touch and the Good Society and the Rain Dance is that it's not only products that are geared toward taking care of your hair, it's actually geared toward taking care of your scalp, because we all know that healthy hair comes from healthy scalps. Yeah. So I love that we are addressing the health of scalps, or the environment which our hair is growing from. So I love that about all the Artego as well.
Well, I remember a few years ago, my husband bought carrot seeds and wanted me to plant carrot seeds, which, as you guys know, I am not that person, but I did it for my child. And I went into, an area in my backyard that was not very good. And I sprinkled them because I don't know what to do. I sprinkled them and kind of pushed it, and I did and it didn't work. And my husband goes, you need to buy the right dirt with the right vitamins and I'm like, oh, he goes, like hair. And I'm like, oh, healthy scalp, healthy hair. And he goes, healthy dirt, healthy carrots, healthy.
Right.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I got it. We have another one here. Shauna wants to know if you have Artego educators in Ontario. We do not, but we would love.
Not yet.
We would love it. We're looking, we're shopping, we would love that. And Rob from Winnipeg is curious about the short men's hair and color trends for summer. Open to trying new things. You know what I'm seeing for men right now? It is not as short. It's not as pompadour, like high and tight. It's actually a lot looser from what I'm seeing. And yeah, I will say, as a stylist, and I come from a big background, I'm perming a lot of men. Mm-hmm. Curl, wave, rod to roller transfers, loose, easier products where they can actually go and touch their hair. So that's what I'm seeing for men.
I'm going to make a little prediction here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because we're seeing so much of the 90s, right? The Y2K coming back.
Yeah.
We're going to see some Caesar cuts coming back.
Oh,
or some sort of updated version.
Yeah.
Really?
The shoe shine.
Oh, I love the shoe shine. That was so great.
Yeah.
Dad taught me the shoe shine back in
the day. It's going to be better than what we did, but it's coming for sure.
Nexus Rasta tips.
Tony, what is
Yo.
your prediction
For men's?
in general,
I agree. I think the way I see it is that everything just revolves itself.
Yeah.
And if you look at when barbers were really popular for a long period of time, they were doing fades and stuff.
Yeah.
Then the Beatles came out and they started to wear the hair looser and stuff. So they started to go into hair salons because the barbers couldn't do those styles. So my prediction is that we're going to start to see more of the Beatles looks where it's looser, longer hair, more like shags and stuff. That's what I predict. I love the look on it. I'm not, I think the fades have been there for a long period of time, but I do think that men are going to start to grow their hair. And if you see it fashion, if you follow it, I think that's what happened if you look at it. So, that's my prediction.
Katie, what's your prediction? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I would say very similar texture, a lot of movement, getting rid of that super tight high fades. Bringing back hair, which is exciting. I love doing the fades and they're fun to do, but I really love seeing that a lot of the guys, what we're seeing a lot is like the basketball diaries, like Leonardo DiCaprio's bowl cut, that kind of stuff. Really, it's fun to do and it's nice to see it coming back.
Do we see where women are going right now for styling?
We're seeing a lot of shags there too. Ton of
lots
texture,
more layers. Layers and texture. I think, Katie, you nailed it when you said movement and texture and touchability, like hair that you can run your fingers through or touch. That's the best hair. Not like my little stiff olive oil bun.
Don't sit in the sun. We all love a good shag.
We do.
I haven't touched my razor.
That's why Katie and I are in her bed.
Who doesn't love a good shag?
There you go.
But when it comes to haircuts, I haven't cut with a razor in years, and I've been using my razor more than my shears.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
For men too.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think, of course I cut all types of hair, but I'm definitely seeing women more embrace the beast.
Yeah.
The unpredictable beast that is hair. Yeah. I actually just came across this like little kind of saying in this, like, oh, your hair, curly hair, your hair looks so amazing. Me, what did you do? Oh, I washed it. I actually just washed it because,
But you really shouldn't say that because it's misleading because excuse me, if you have naturally curly hair, as you know, Marlo, when you have naturally curly or textured hair, you don't just wake up like that.
No.
It actually takes a lot of conditioning, a lot of layering of products, a lot of styling, and there's also a different program for each person who has naturally curly hair and wears it that way. So it's misleading to say I shampooed it and look like this.
True. Does anybody out there have any more questions for us? I think we've got a few minutes left and we'd love to answer anything that you guys have. Well, because I still have some wine left, because once I'm done.
You're done.
No. So, Deanna wants to know if the right shampoo or conditioners. Okay. Deanna wants to know if the right shampoo or conditioners help with moisture and frizz.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think I would have to say, for sure, our Good Society and our Rain Dance are both designed to do those things.
Yes.
I think the one thing, we can all agree that both our product lines, including Touch, are not massive. You're not investing in 800 different shampoos and 900 different conditioners. And I think, honestly, for a salon to invest in something, it's compact because they all have those ingredients. They all do those things because I have curly hair, I have colored hair, but I'm still going to suffer from frizz. So now do I buy a shampoo conditioner that specifically is designed for that? No. So we put it in volume, hydration, so it's across the board. Thank you, Deanna, for that question. But yeah,
If I can just jump in, I use rain dance a lot, and there's 3 or 4 leave-in treatments that we have that are just amazing for that kind of stuff. I find that leaving in treatments instead of rinsing them out for myself, I like that a lot better. And there's 3 good ones in the rain dance, which is our all natural line, and they're great products.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something like that, give those a go.
I mean, Tristyn, I know you're a single operator, and I mean, space is huge because you have limited space, but you also, as a single operator, you don't want to have 85,000 things, but you want compact, efficient. How does this work for you?
Well, it's incredible, just because I am in single studio with Citizen Salon Studios here in Mission and Calgary, and I'm in a 10 by 10 room. So I've got my sink, I've got my chair, and my retail, plus my location where all my color and chemical is stored. So no, this has been working out really, really well, and I'm so excited for the Good Society line to finally get here. But it's nice and compact, and it's like Tony was saying, there's different products, they're multifaceted. So a lot of my clients, of course, are husband and wife and children, like it's the whole family coming.
And lovers.
And quite often, one shampoo conditioner can work for, multiple people because it's multifaceted. It takes care of the frizziness or the hydration or the smoothing or whatnot. So protection.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Brianna wants to know if balayage is off trend this year. No. If balayage is off trend, what do you guys think?
No. It will never be off trend.
No. It's a beautiful technique. I mean, of course for us, because we're doing it every day, all day, we're starting to get a little bit bored. But I mean, I can just say, start exposing yourself to advanced training with different balayage techniques to keep it fun and fresh for yourself. Because I'm offering classes.
Yeah, we are classes coming down the tube. But okay, so final thoughts, you guys. I think that the next year, let's see what 2022 still continues to bring us.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this, and of course being part of the Oriac design team. I'm so proud of you guys, and I would be like Snoop, I'd like to thank myself for getting through the first year, because it's learning and it's finding you amazing people. You guys are really what makes us amazing, makes me look amazing. But thank you. Any final thoughts, you guys? Any last tiny bit of advice you want to give somebody?
I think next year it's going to just get better. I think we're going to get back to education like we've been talking about. I think that hairdressing is changing. I think we're becoming more professional. We're starting to be thought as professionals. And it's really exciting to me, because for a long period of time, especially when I got into the business, we were dropouts and we were never made to be made money and stuff. And I'm seeing such a big movement and trends, and seeing hairdressers being well respected and being thought of as professionals. So I'm proud to be part of this industry, like I always have. But I'm happy for the future for the industry, because I think that a lot of people are paving the way to make it a really good professional industry. So
well said, Tony. Well said.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Anything else? You guys are good? Yay, we did it.
See you next time.
Thank you, guys.
We have another live coming up June 20th. And so please stay tuned. We will announce the artist who will be a part of this. And thank you guys so much for sharing your time with us. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.